Go ahead, Jen.
Hello there, Mike. Welcome to Detroit. I think you will find that you enjoy it here. Give me a sense of just what your motivation is. Obviously, last year, Detroit's defense really struggled, almost historically so, but to come and join this unit and try to help get things turned around.
Really just excited to just get with this group. This group is really, the coaching staff has really just fired me up, got me to a level where, I feel like, I could change things there. I can truly change things there. I've been there. I've been to the highest game. I haven't won it, but I've been through big playoff games and stuff like that. So I understand that this winning thing is not like a magic formula that everybody makes it out to be. It's just about accountability, trusting in one another, having great communication between the coaches and the players, and just going out there trying to win games. I mean, at the end of the day, that's the only goal every team is going out there to do is to win games.
Dave.
Hey, Michael, just to echo what Jennifer said, welcome to town. Congrats on the new deal. Can you just, how surprised were you this went down? I mean, obviously, I think we all know the Rams should, approach about a pay cut, so maybe something was coming, but just when you got the news of this, what was the initial reaction?
I really, I really didn't know I was going to be dealing with it, to be honest with you. I just signed a deal last year. I felt, really good, with the team, but we did, as players, did sign an agreement where we felt, like that the cap should be cut and stuff like that, regarding it to, us getting our paychecks, during COVID and stuff like that. So I really was lost to the fact that, we even signed that deal because it just came around so quick as far as the, March and, the start of the league year and stuff like that. So really didn't feel like I was going to be, dealing with this. It was kind of a shock to me, but I've been through it 3 other times, so I know how to handle myself. I know kind of how to go about free agency and stuff like that. So it was a shock, but at the same time, it's kind of it's a business. I understand it's a business. I've been in this this game 10 years, so I kind of knew that at some point that you can't play for a team forever. Everybody wants to, but after seeing Tom Brady leave the Patriots, I think everybody has a view of like, okay, I might need a fresh start. So, it's just a new experience for me.
Right. And if it can happen to Brady, it can happen to anyone, I guess. I do have to ask you too about the comments that you made to TMZ, I guess, about Stafford being a level up over Goff. Can you just expand or explain what you meant by that? And then, I don't know, do you have anything have you talked to Jared about it? Do you have anything that you have to smooth over with him, for lack of a better term?
No, I mean, that was definitely, something, TMZ inside the airport, it was kind of a fan booster, just, I didn't know I was going to be dealing with, free agency. I was really just trying to boost up, the move that I felt like the team was doing and, trying to make sure, trying to boost up the fan base. I don't think it was anything against Jared. And, I even had to go, text Jared, off, away from the, away from the camera and stuff like that, just as a man, just like, man, bro, I did not mean it to go like that. Like, I didn't mean what I said, as a man, you just know I respect you as a player. You took me to the Super Bowl. So, it's, it wasn't like that. So, even I seen him when, I signed my deal and, I talked it over and I had to apologize again, man. Cause I understand that aspect and being a player, if you're up at this level, you're a great player. It doesn't matter who you are. If you're playing in the NFL, you are a great player. And I never want to, comment, on somebody's career, or anything like that. I'm gonna leave that to the media and let you guys handle that. For me as a player, I respect each and every player in this league because, to get to this position, I think, you're at the top of the 1% of the 1% of the 1%. So I respect every player and every player's ability in this league.
Just one more quick follow-up. When did you text Jared? Was that right after that happened? And then B, I think most of us saw what you told Good Morning Football like 2 days later. So we know how you feel about Jared. Right. Can you reiterate what you feel about him as a quarterback too?
Well, after I seen it in the media and I seen how it was just blowing up, I was like, oh my God, that's not what I meant at all, So definitely like right after I seen like it was just getting out of hand, I had to text him. Like I didn't want him to think that, I didn't see it or I didn't, care about his feelings, because I know he reads that. Everybody, we don't say anything about it, but we definitely read it. And I just wanted to come to him as a man and just let him know that, I have so much respect for him, and just understanding that, that wasn't any shot against him. It was just, the trying to pump up the Rams base as I was on the Rams team. So.
Right. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
Hey, Mike, welcome to town. I want to get more into the contract. Did you know when you were getting dealt that a new deal would be part of that? Was that like part of the conversation, or did you get here and be like, I don't know what's going to happen, and they're like, we're going to give you a new contract?
Well, as we're going through it, the Rams called me a little bit before, letting me know like, hey, we're gonna have to, trade you. And I don't know if it was, the cap or what have you, but they just let me know, and I appreciate them, letting me know up front. And my agent was saying, we can, restructure your deal, and the Lions want to restructure you, and they value a little bit more than the Rams do, and so. After hearing that, I just felt like, yeah, I think this would be a great opportunity to go to a new team, actually put my my leadership to work, and just building something. And the coaches pumped me up, because you go into the situation really getting caught off guard, but then when the coaching staff is behind you, and they believe in your abilities and what you can bring to this team and how you can change the culture of this team, it really picked my spirits up and just fired me up.
Did you get a sense, was it Detroit, or you're going to be put into free agency, or were there possibly other destinations for you by trade other than Detroit?
I mean, according to my standards, I mean there were a couple of options out there, and I think the Rams were getting a couple of calls from different teams. So I think there were different options out there, but just being comfortable with this staff, having familiarity with a couple of coaches on this staff, it just made more sense for me to be here.
Just to be real clarify that. So did you basically have a say in then coming here?
Not really, but when you think about the coaching staff, you think about how they value kind of you personally, what you bring, my leadership. It just made me feel welcome, after kind of talking to him a little bit through my agent, and just him telling me like, man, I just feel like the Rams love you, but I just don't think they just see the value you bring, and the Lions are fired up about you. And just hearing that, talking to my team, talking to my wife, it just made more sense to just start over. I know my wife was a little sad about leaving LA, but for the most part, she was like, and babe, wherever you're wanted and wherever that you can succeed, just go. And we just talked about it, and we felt like the Lions would be the best place.
Cool. Appreciate it. Thanks, Mike.
Yeah, no problem.
We'll do 3 more questions, starting with Stoney.
Mike, welcome to Detroit. A lot of the fans and media look at this as a rebuilding situation. Jared kind of bristled at that on Friday. Why do players hate the term rebuild, and do you look at it like that?
The first thing is because you feel rebuild, you feel like you have to, it's going to go through a baby stage where, you got to lose games and stuff like that. No player wants to go into a season feeling like, oh, we're rebuilding, so it's okay to lose games or anything like that. No, we're going into this thing ready to go, ready, fired up, ready the most goal is to win a championship. And I think that's the only goal, to win games and ultimately get into the tournament and ultimately win a big game. And every season, no matter if you've been solidified for a long time or you're a new coach, I think going into it, you don't plan on losing games. You plan on getting your staff ready, getting your players ready, getting your team ready to go out there and win a championship.
Final, how's your alma mater going to do tonight against Michigan?
I don't know, man. I don't know that basketball. But you see how crazy it's been going. So basketball is a little crazy around March. So yeah.
Thank you,
Dan Miller.
Hey, Michael, welcome to Detroit. It's great to have you here. Just a question for you. You mentioned leadership. There's been a lot of people that have talked about the culture that you bring. Can you just talk about the type of impact that you look to have on some of the young players on this defense that are just starting to figure things out?
Man, I've been there. I've been to the big game, and I've seen, like, it doesn't take a lot. You don't need, like I said, like a special, magic dust, or a special philosophy. If you put the team, at the utmost and at the top of your priority list, and you do whatever you have to do for this team, and you're being accountable, and everybody is accountable to each other, and that's players to coaches, and vice versa. It just works out. It is, you focus on the little things, you focus on, a lot of the situations and stuff like that. And, just being on the staff with McVay, I've seen, you can have guys and be loose and be their self. And also when it's time to, get to work, we can get to work. So I think as long as we keep it fun, keep it energized around here, we have a young team, but at the same time, when it's time to work, we're going to work. And I think everybody expects that, because when you work, hard work pays off. And, when you do that, you win games. So if everybody has that same goal, is to win games, we'll put whatever we have to do to get it done.
Final question. I don't know if you heard your head coach's comments, but have you in fact ever wielded the hammer of Thor?
Besides some of the little toys my son has, no, not at all. But it definitely was a honor for him, to say that, about me, because never, saw myself as a superhero or anything like that. I truly feel like I'm just a regular guy. I'm definitely approachable, and I just feel like I can meet people where they're at. I'm not a really, I guess, strict, or, kind of, some of those players, you just be on top of you all the time. I'm not that. I'm very laid back. I'm a very laid back, leader. But, whenever there is time for me to say something, or to feel like I need to speak up, I'm gonna do it. And I feel like everybody understands when I do it. I mean what I say, and it's important.
Thanks, man. Welcome.
Thank you.
All right, we'll go last question, Justin Rose. Justin, we can't hear you. Justin, we can't hear you. Looks like we got some audio problems, so we'll cap at that.
Okay.
All right. Thanks, Mike. Thanks, everybody.
Appreciate it.
Thanks, Mike.
Thanks, Mike.
All right. Thank you, guys.